But hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Shauna. I am with Zendesk's product operations and strategy team. I lead our customer product feedback initiatives here at Zendesk, and I'm thrilled to be putting on this event with the real-time monitoring team to talk about some future releases and updates they have coming up. Aga, if you want to share your screen, we can go ahead and get started. I'm going to go over a little bit of housekeeping before we get started with the presentation. Um, but as folks join again, if you want to tell us where you're calling in from, I'd love to know. It's so nice to see people from all over. So as I mentioned, this is the Product Insights Exchange on real-time monitoring. Product Insights Exchange is an exciting opportunity for our customers, you all, and Zendesk product team to get together to discuss upcoming features and product areas in a live, organic fashion. Unlike other Zendesk events, this is a really engaged event. We want to hear your feedback. We want to hear from you. We want to discuss. We want to hear different opinions. This kind of call allows us to get super awesome qualitative feedback so that we can take that into our product planning. So if there's any place to be, if you want to have an impact on Zendesk's product roadmap, now is the time. We're in the introduction right now. We're going to talk a little bit about a tool that we're going to use during the event called Lucidboard. We'll go over a description of it in just a moment. And then we're going to get into the bulk of the presentation, which is feedback, upcoming changes, and most importantly, a Q&A and open discussion. We can go to the next slide. I want to talk a little bit about what you're going to be seeing today. So everything that we're talking about today are plans that we have, but like all good plans, sometimes they change. So anything that you see presented today, we just want to make sure that you're aware that it may not be what you end up seeing in production. It's totally normal. This is what we do in order to build the best product for you, and iterative processes are a part of what we do here at Zendesk. We can go to the next slide. And before I introduce the amazing team, I'm just going to orient you to the space that we're in. If you've never used Bevy before, this is our video platform. If you see at the bottom, for those of you who were sharing where you're from, you see the chat function, you see the DM function, you see the Q&A function, and then a list of the participants. You also see your ability to mute and stop video. So for this event, we're going to be having you use the Lucidboard, which we'll share in just a moment, for a bulk of the conversation, meaning that's where questions want to go, live feedback want to go in that space. Now, if you have any technical questions, if you can't hear someone, or if you're running into any issues, that's a great time to use the chat. You can also always DM me throughout the event, or Brett, who you can find in the search function under participants if you run into any technical issues. As I mentioned, this is an event where we want to hear from you. This is an event where you can engage. So when we talk about the feedback you've provided, or we ask open-ended questions, it's a great time to get off mute and discuss. You can raise your hand. If you go to the bottom of your screen next to where it says leave, there's 3 dots. And if you click on those 3 dots under more, you'll see the option to raise your hand, but you can also just come off mute. We want this to be a really lively, live discussion. So enough housekeeping. Thank you all again for being here. Also, just a reminder, this event is recorded. I'll go ahead and pass it off to our amazing product team who will lead us through this event. Aga, Lauren, Caroline, thank you all so much for being here.
To get your thoughts on real-time monitoring throughout the meeting. So we've set up this collaborative board to make it easy for you, especially since we have a big group here today. So we want to hear all your thoughts, all of you. So if you haven't used Lucid before, don't worry, it's very simple. I just sharing a link on the chat. And once you open it, you should land into the intro section, the one that you see on the shared screen. So the board is structured from top to bottom into sections. Start here with an intro, and then some pro tips if you don't know how to move around Lucid, and the demo don't need to watch the demo yet. Aga will show you the demo. But if you need to get back to it, then you can watch the recording. Then part 1. This is the main part. So feedback on the demo. Here is the place that we would kindly ask you to add your questions, if you prefer to leave them in writing. This is the space that we will be looking throughout the whole event. There will be a couple of places where we'll be going through those questions and then answering them. So please feel free to use that space. Also, there are extra 2 spaces. One where you can share what was the most valuable from what you saw, and then what was missing. So the parts that were missing is very crucial, a feedback for us. So we are highly encouraging you to use that. And then the second part is thoughts on the future scope. Let's see if we'll have a chance to look at that and go over that section. If not, feel free to add your thoughts async after the event. That would be really valuable for us. So, and then wrap up, but we'll share some information and after the whole discussion. So to move around Lucidboard, if you are using a trackpad, you can use 2 fingers to scroll your canvas up and down or side to side. And additionally, while using trackpad, you can pinch or spread your fingers to zoom in and out on the canvas. If you are using a mouse, you can scroll in any direction by right-clicking and then dragging the canvas. And then second and last skill you'll need there is how to add your feedback. So you can add a sticky note to the board by dragging it from the menu on the left, or by copying the other sticky note and pasting it and then writing something. And we encourage you to write down your thoughts live as we go through the session, especially the demo part. Don't wait until the end because your live reactions are super valuable, and we'll be pausing from time to time to address those questions. And lastly, if you have any questions or issues with Lucidboard and how to use it, feel free to tag me in chat or just use my name. I'm here to help. Okay, passing the mic to Agnieszka now.
Thank you so much, Laura, for the introduction. Let me share my screen again. My name is Agnieszka, by the way, and I am a PM responsible for real-time monitoring platform in Zendesk, so real-time reporting. And I just wanted to start the session by saying that we have been getting a lot of feedback from you, and we highly appreciate getting this feedback. We've been getting it from multiple sources, and we have been hearing that real-time reporting as it is right now in Explore, as it is in Zendesk, doesn't really meet up all of your expectations. So what we have been hearing mostly is the fact that we are offering some high-level real-time KPIs. So you can see some information about your contact center in real time. But at the same time, you cannot really see recent history trends. If you want to see what happened 15 minutes ago, 1 hour ago, it's really hard to do it because you have to navigate to our historical reporting, and for historical reporting, it takes time to populate the data. So we have here our customers saying that they, in essence, have this blind spot for a couple of hours between what's happening right now and those real-time KPI metrics and the time that actually historical data in Explore are populated. And actually this time in between is really important, but because it would allow customers to track recent trends, unexpected spikes in traffic, for example. Another thing that we have been hearing from you all is the issue with filtering, or maybe the fact that it is not as robust as you would like it to be. We have introduced multi-filtering some time ago, but it is very limited. It is limited to up to 5 values per filter. And we have been hearing that is very limiting. That is not enough, especially when it comes to bigger organization or bigger teams. that actually needs to have an option to slice and dice data a little bit more fully to be able to actually dissect and understand what's happening and find the right answers. Also, we have been hearing that we don't really offer a lot of insight into agents and what actually agents are doing. We do have, again, some like high-level KPI metrics that are showcasing like what agents are online, what agents are offline. But at the same time, like, not like it's important to see agents that what they are doing at this moment in time, but also like going back and understanding what have they been working on 15 minutes ago, like 1 hour ago, or during their whole shift. And that is actually also, again, hard to get from historical reporting, as it takes the data to populate. So you need to wait some time, as opposed to actually having this insight at this moment in time and be able to understand what your agents actually are doing throughout their shift. Another thing, a big factor that has been on our agenda, and we have been hearing a feedback about it, is the lack of like very robust drilling capabilities. We do offer some drilling capabilities for agents and data about agents. We do not offer at this moment drilling into tickets. So what you in essence have is like some high-level KPIs, let's say a number of tickets that are open at the moment. But in order to actually get information what are those tickets, you have to travel to different parts of Zendesk. You are not able to see what stands behind the KPI, what stands behind the number. As well, one of the asks that we have been hearing as well is the lack of alerting. We do understand that most of you guys don't want to spend your whole days looking at real-time dashboards. It's like your job is doing something different, and real-time dashboard is there to help you if something is not working as it's supposed to or not going as it's supposed to be. But in order to be able to like find this information as soon as possible, it would be beneficial to have actual alerts that you can set up so they can notify you if something is going wrong. So obviously, like we, as I said, like thank you for all the feedback, and we have been hearing it. And actually, for the last couple of months, we have been working on new real-time monitoring platform. We would like this new real-time monitoring space, real-time monitoring platform, to replace our existing real-time reporting offering and just be more robust, offer more functionalities, offer more data to make your life easier when it comes to looking at real-time reporting. What we plan to do is, first of all, deliver to you 3 new pre-canned dashboards. And those 3 pre-canned dashboards, we would like for them to not be channel-oriented as it was before. We had this approach, like everything was split by channel. We would like to make them more use case-centric. And also make them more omni-channel compatible. Like we are very heavy on like moving our customers and like introducing customers to this omni-channel experience. So we do want for those dashboards to also represent that. Also, again, we in this vein of having everything in one place and having everything omni-channel and just like not making our customers move around and having to like get part of the data from Zendesk, part of the data from, let's say, Views, part of the data from WFM. We want to integrate all this data in one place in real-time monitoring platform. In order to solve this recent history trends, we actually would like to offer something new that Zendesk haven't offered before, which we call recent history. And that is data this data will be updated in real time, but it will offer a data from right now until 7 days in the past. And then you can actually track spikes in traffic, a number of tickets, like how your queues have been performing over the course of last 7 days. And then it will be very easy to see what happened 15 minutes ago, 1 hour ago, like over the last shift. If you want to view like more historical data after 7 days, you can still go into our historical reporting. But for this recent history, we would like to allow you to be able to see it in real-time dashboard and actually compare it to like real-time KPIs, so you can see how the system is right now versus how it was like yesterday, for example. Another thing that we would definitely like to improve upon is the filter. So we do plan to offer more in general, more real-time filters, as well as an option to filter by more than 5 values per filter. So this is also something that we are aiming to introduce. Another thing is advanced drilling. So as I said, like right now we only offer a drilling into the agents. We will also offer drilling into tickets. So you will be able to see actual information behind this like high level number. So if you want to see like how many tickets are open, you are able to drill in and see what actual tickets that means. And again, when it comes to those free pre-canned dashboards, and I would like to make like it clear that at first they are going to be pre-canned, so you will not be able to edit them. But they will be, as I said, like more use case centric. So there are going to be 2 dashboards that are focused on tickets and tickets lifecycle. One dashboard is going to be omni-channel only dashboard that is actually focused on like your queues and your backlog. And the other dashboard is going to be focused on the second part of ticket lifecycle. So from the moment agent actually picks up the work and starts working on it. The first dashboard is going to be focused on agent performance. And right now, I would like to stop for a moment and ask you, do you have any questions about what has been said up to this point?
If you'd like to come off mute, you're welcome to. Just to ask clarifying questions before we get deeper into the demos. We know a lot of this information you are seeing for the first time, so we just want to make sure we provide an opportunity for any clarifying questions before we go forward.
Exactly. I don't see any questions so far on the board, but let me know if there is one.
Yeah, by the way, I will be stopping as I'm speaking, so there's going to be a chance to ask like questions further down the line this presentation. So like we're going to stop at some point soon. Okay, so I will just move and start like going into more details. So first of all, something new that we would like to introduce with our real-time monitoring new platform is actually real-time monitoring home, or like the new real-time monitoring hub, when you can actually go, and that's going to be a new, like we are going to offer a new place in Explore when you actually have like this one-stop shop or a hub for real-time reporting or real-time monitoring. The idea here is to first of all like offer you easy access, so you don't have to go and like track your real-time dashboard in like very vast historical library. We're presenting it as like an entryway and as an ease of use. This is going to be a place where you're going to find all your real-time dashboards, as well as a place when you can have like high-level metrics that are important for your organization, so you can have like one glance view of like what's happening in your contact center without the need to actually navigate into like very detailed dashboards, very detailed reports. You can just have a glance, and if something is wrong, you can go and actually investigate that. And going further, one of those new dashboards, one of the 3 that we plan to introduce this year, is actually incoming tickets dashboard. Incoming tickets dashboard is a dashboard that is omni-channel only, so that's important to know. It requires for customers to enable OCR to have access to this part of real-time monitoring experience. It is going to offer insight, in essence, into your backlog and allow you to understand how many tickets are waiting in the queue. It's going to support both custom queues. So if you have configured multiple queues with different rules, this dashboard is going to cover that. But if you don't, if you just have this one out-of-the-box queue that is group-based routing, this dashboard is also going to cover you. And it's going to be like covering the part of the ticket life cycle from the moment the ticket has been created to the moment it has been assigned to the agent. So in essence, that is supposed to represent your backlog, the work that is waiting for somebody to pick it up. And I will stop with the slides and actually move away to a prototype that we do have, and show you how we envision this going to look like. And I would like to make also clear that this is a prototype. So the designs that are going to be shown here, they are high level and they are prone to change. The general idea is still the same, but like if you at some point in the future going to see this in real life and it's going to be looking different, that's expected. But the general idea is the same. So if you have your library of like existing historical library of your dashboard, there's going to be a new place that you can navigate to real-time monitoring section. When, as I said, there's going to be a new space when you can see all like some of the important like metrics that you just don't have to dig in to a specific dashboard. You just kind of assess how the system is doing. But if you need to actually go into the dashboard, there's going to be a library here as well, starting from those free dashboards that we do plan to deliver this year, but we plan to extend that as well in the future. But we can go and navigate into incoming tickets dashboard. So imagine you're a supervisor and you're just starting your day, you're going into this real-time monitoring section, you see, okay, everything looks okay in my contact center, everything looks fine, but I just want to make sure how is my backlog doing. So I will go into my incoming tickets and try to understand how many tickets are waiting to be routed to the agents, how many tickets are in the queue. So I can just use a filter. It's a free values here, but as I said, we're going to limit you here. We're not going to have this like 5 or 10 limit. We want to offer a robust experience here. So you can just filter and select like the queues that are, for example, most important to you. You want to track them. And I can just see, okay, so I have 35 messaging tickets that are waiting in my queues. So I wonder what those tickets are. I can click here and I can drill in and have like my most important information about those tickets available to me. I can exactly know what those tickets are because I do have tickets ID, and also like the most important information about those particular tickets. So what brands those tickets come from, what channel they are they high, like when it comes to priority, are they high purity, like what are the tags, what are the skills that are required for this ticket. But if there are some information that I am missing from this view, I can easily just click on the ticket ID and the ticket will be open and I can navigate to actual ticket and get like this information, understand what's going on, why this ticket is in the queue, and maybe like troubleshoot if that's required of me. So we're going to offer those high-level KPIs, both in real time and also like this recent history trends that would allow me to see, for example, at 11:30, there have been tickets that exited the queue, entered the queue, that are still in the queue, and I can kind of understand what are the trends over last day of like my queue performance. At the same time, we're going to offer also like queue by queue view that will just let you know, like if you have multiple queues set up, how they are performing, how many tickets are in those queues. That's going to be drillable as well. So like if I want to know, I have a billing queue, like what are those tickets what are those 60 tickets in billing queue? I can just click it. If I'm a supervisor, again, I will be redirected to the drilling view. We are also going to offer in the first level of this dashboard the view of all your tickets that are in all your queues. You can apply the filters to be able to slice and dice and actually have just like very easy access to all your tickets. Like, so you will be able to easily understand what's going on. Also, like open the tickets, troubleshoot, take some actions if needed. Maybe like assign it manually to some agent if you decide that's what you want to do. It's just an easy access and a place when you can understand everything when it comes to your backlog. Use this time to stop again and ask, are there any questions about what has been shown up to this point?
Actually, we have two questions on the Lucidboard. One of them is, will this be able to break down to views?
No, like the views are going to be separate. So what we are going to offer is a detailed filtering. So we hope that customers, as we add more filters, like we're going to able to replicate, let's say, what they have set up in the views, but like there's not going to be one-on-one option to like set up your views and then have everything the same in the reporting.
Thank
Not
you,
sure if
Aga.
that answered the question.
Yeah, let us know if this is the answer that you were looking for. And then second question, can you see how long? Okay, yeah, I see that that we answered the question. Thank you for answering live. And then can you see how long each ticket has been waiting in the queue when you drill in, or maybe the next
Yes.
SLA breach?
Yes, so what we're going to offer at the from the beginning is actual like performance metric as well. I did not show them; they are not part of the mockup. But we are going to offer both like on queue level, how long it takes for a ticket to actually leave the queue, and also on individual ticket level. And the customers, like when they drill in, they're going to be able to like sort this view. So by the tickets that have been the longest in the queue or the shortest in the queue. So it will be easy to diagnose, okay, so this ticket has been in the queue for 2 hours or 2 days. Like it's not supposed to be like that. And then you can actually intervene.
Great, thank you. I see a couple of questions. I see 5 on one post-it. So yeah, let's dive in. Can you export the real-time monitoring dashboards?
So we do not plan to offer an export feature, but I'm interested to like get would you like to export the data, or would you like to export like a PDF view, like a static view? Like that's my question. Or what is the use case for exporting it? If you don't mind sharing, it can be in a post-it if you don't want to speak, or you can just
whichever you
grab
prefer.
the camera. Yeah,
exactly. And then in the meantime, we can, unless someone wants to speak up, but then in the meantime, we can dive into the next question. Can I edit these real-time dashboards?
Not from the get-go. We do not plan like the first iteration of this new space is going to be those 3 dashboards that are pre-canned, so they are not editable. No matter how which plan do you have, because enterprise customers do have an option to customize dashboard in Explore. But for this initial version, it is only going to be pre-canned. But we are looking at providing some customizations options in the future, and it's actually a good segue if you could leave some feedback around that. What kind of customization you would like to have? So is it dragging and dropping? Is it like something else, changing colors, changing visualizations? This is actually what we would love to get from you, because we are actually exploring what types of customization we would like to offer for the real-time monitoring space.
Yeah, exactly. So wherever is convenient for you, you can drop it on the Lucid when it comes to customization needs. Getting back to the first question, I see that there is a follow-up. Why not both? Leadership stakeholders want the PDF and analytics want the entire export.
Okay, makes sense. I'm just asking because we do not plan to offer it until GA, at least, like the option to do it. But like we're not saying that's not something that we want to do in the future. So that's why I'm asking what are you looking for with exporting? If it's both, then that's fine as well, just for my understanding.
Mm-hmm. We have a couple more. Aga, I'm not sure if you want to proceed with all of them. We can always.
Oh, we can just go. I think we still have time. So yeah.
Okay, perfect. So what Zendesk subscription level this will be available with?
So it's going to be the same as the current real-time reporting. So you need to have Explorer, Professional, or Enterprise.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. And then why are there so many options to sort, filter, and segment? You said it would be easy to view exactly what has happened in the last 15 minutes. Yet there are many clicks and drilling in to find actionable data.
We want to offer filters so you are able to just like make this view, like actually find what you are looking for, especially for bigger customers. They do have a lot of tickets, a lot of data. So it's like if they apply the filters and then they can see what they are actually looking for on the high level, then that's actually something that like we are supporting. But I wonder, like, is it because I don't really I would like to understand what are you like, what is the feedback here? So are you saying that like if there's a lot of filter, it's hard to find the data?
Yeah, if you could provide some more information, that would be great. And then, what is the value prop to differentiate this real-time monitoring for support from support view of all tickets with old statuses?
So basically, like, views are not really fully real time, and also like you have to move between views, but like this is also a good question because like a lot of customers actually ask us to replicate the option, or to some level replicate the option to have the views as a reporting solution, so you can see high level KPIs as well as just like information about your tickets. So the answer is, here you will going to have some performance metrics such as like average handle time, first response time, things like that. And on top of that, there's going to be a drilling into tickets so you can understand what is behind those KPIs. So it's some part of it could be interpreted as like it is views, but on the other hand, like it is enriched with a performance metrics.
Okay, great. And then I see the fifth question. As I understand it, is not directly connected to real-time monitoring. Let me read it. How does the Copilot supervisor validate the anomalies it detects? I'm not sure we can answer it during this call. Aga, correct me if I'm wrong, but we can ask other members of the team and then get back to you and then provide the answer on the Lucidboard, if that's okay.
Yeah, I think that's the best option. So like basically also like we are looking and incorporating that at some point to real-time monitoring. So we do plan to have some form of alerting based on like AI information that analyzes historical and real-time reporting and like tracks anomalies. But at the same time, like let's park this question and we can answer it in more detail in the Lucid as we follow up with the appropriate responsible PM.
Perfect. Caroline?
Yeah, I'd just love to jump in with a follow-up question there. One of the aspects of this demo, of this prototype, is like this real-time monitoring homepage. So when you first come to this new section, you have a homepage with some data. And what we're trying to figure out, I guess, is like what is the most crucial things to highlight here. So maybe if it's detecting some anomalies, like for your use cases and how you use your data, what kind of pieces of information would be really helpful to display there? Yeah, this is it here. So again, this is just a prototype, but this is an area that we're currently researching and looking into and trying to figure out. While we offer a lot of data and filtering within the dashboards themselves, what can we surface here that would be really helpful to people on this call in terms of just like what's the most important things to highlight, so that guides you where you need to dig in and maybe investigate a little further. So if there's any feedback on that, it'd be great to leave some post-its on the board. It'd be really appreciated.
Thank you so much, Caroline. That's actually a very valid question to our customers and participants. Like, if there's like, what would help the most if you have this like first screen and like just need a couple of metrics that are just like most important, what would those be? If you could leave that feedback as well in Lucid, that would be great. Are there any more questions, or are we going to continue?
Let me see. I see one. I might have missed this from the presentation. Can we publish this as a web page? Use case: open real-time metrics on an Office TV.
So you can make it full screen and do that, but so just open Explore and have this full screen and like open it on the Office TV. But what you're saying, what you're asking, not at first. We would, but like if you could leave that feedback, that is something that we have also been exploring, how to actually be able to like offer it in like more easy to access way, let's say, so you can have like this full view when you can just like pull your most important data and just show it outside of Explore in like on your TV or wherever you want. So like if you could leave that feedback, that would be great. Okay, I will proceed because like it seems like we don't have a lot of time, so I will just like try to power through. Exactly.
Go ahead.
Exactly. So there's going to be like two more dashboards. So there's going to be a ticket progress dashboard. So it's actually the second part of the ticket lifecycle experience, let's call it. So basically, it's going to be offering data about like from the moment the ticket has been assigned to the agent until the moment it is solved. Again, we will allow you to slice and dice it so you can actually be able to see what you're actually looking for. Some real-time metrics, both like about the state of your like how many tickets are in what particular states, as well like how long it takes for them to be solved. So average handle time for tickets, performance metrics such as that. Again, with recent history and with like option to drill in into those tickets. And I actually will park the question, just go through, and we can stop after we wrap up with all the dashboards. So again, agent productivity, it is the first dashboard, the final one that we plan to deliver for GA of this feature. And like the previous two were about tickets, the third one is about agents. So it's going to offer you a place when you can see how your agents are performing, how many are online, what is the capacity of those agents, what are they working on, so like what tickets are assigned to them, how like some agent performance metrics such as like handle time, like how long they actually take to close tickets. So it's like for a supervisor to be able to basically manage the team or the teams. And again, I will go pretty fast into the prototype and show you guys how that's going to look like, both of those dashboards. So again, you are a supervisor, you have what's in the queue, what is in the backlog. Now you want to understand how many, like how are the tickets, like what are the tickets that agents actually are working on. So it's easy place to actually understand like all my tickets from different channels, how many are in like which particular state. Again, recent history, so I can see like there has been a search, let's say, in tickets open or like new tickets. So like I can see like there's more traffic going my way. And for example, solved tickets are still at the same level. So I see the influx, but I don't see my agents actually solving tickets. So the number of tickets is growing. Maybe I should intervene. Maybe I should call more agents. Maybe I should call all hands on deck situation. Again, here we're going to offer a view of all the tickets, who is working on them. Also, like this is, as I said, like this visualization do not cover all the metrics that we are going to show you in these visualizations. There's going to be information how long this ticket has been handled, so like performance metrics as well. And again, like there's option to drill in and like understand like what are those tickets that are actually like in open state, who is working on them. There's option to click again and see this particular ticket. It's not part of the prototype, but like performance metrics per actual like ticket are going to be included as well. And like, so I understand now like what's happening in my contact center on like higher level. What I want to understand what my agents are doing, like are they working, are they actually like performing the task, and who is actually working. So I go into my agent productivity dashboard. I can see my agents, who is online, how many agents are actually there in a state that allows them to take work from email, messaging, voice. What is the capacity of those agents? How this capacity changed over time, and like how many agents has been online / offline throughout the shift. It's like easy to understand also who those agents are. So I can see, okay, I have 17 agents that are available right now working on voice. It's very easy. I can click and have information about those agents. Who are those agents? How long are they in this particular state? To which group they are in? So I can also understand, like, if I apply filter by group, I can see, like, from group billing, how many agents are actually serving voice tickets. Again, we're going to offer a visualization that's going to cover like all the statuses and how many agents are there per state. So I can see, okay, like 45 agents are online at the moment, but 32 are offline. Maybe I need more agents because I have all hands on deck situation. I can click here, identify those agents, and maybe bring them from offline to online. We are also going to offer a view of all the agents, and that's going to be also a filter when you can filter by group or by individual agents and be able to find them if you're looking for a particular person. And there's going to be agent performance metrics, as well as information what those agents are actually working on. So I can see, for example, like Ada, she is online. She has been working here for almost an hour. So she has been online for almost an hour. She has 6 tickets assigned to her, and like her capacity at this moment is full. She cannot take any more work. But for example, let's look at Ben. Ben is online as well, and he has some tickets assigned to him, but he still has some capacity left. So if I have a ticket that needs attention and it is, let's say, billing ticket, or just I want to unblock my queue and assign somebody to the ticket manually, I know that Ben still like is working and still has time to actually respond to a ticket. And for example, I can see that Frank, for example, he is offline for 3 hours, and there is a ticket assigned to him. I can like check, should this ticket be still there, or maybe I should reassign this ticket to somebody else so it doesn't stay unsolved for a longer period of time. Or maybe I actually want to check, I am Frank's supervisor, and like he has been offline for 3 hours, but he was supposed to be here 15 minutes ago. So what's going on with Frank? I can see and I can react, and I can actually change those status of those agents. We're going to like replicate change agent state feature from the existing real-time reporting. So the customers are also able to just like take an action here and change agent state if they need to move agents from online to offline, for example. Okay. And now I will maybe stop for a moment for if there are some questions to the last 2 dashboards.
Yeah, not to dashboard. I think not to one particular dashboard specifically, but can we remove a channel if not used in the dashboard?
Okay, so there are 2 things. So if you don't use chat, if you don't use voice, for example, and you don't have access to this channel, like it's not going to be presented in your dashboard. If you're just like email and messaging user, for example, you're going to see only email and messaging. But if you do have voice, you just don't want to see voice in the dashboard. In the initial phase, that answer is no. In the future, that's something that we're looking into.
Great, thank you. And then can you say filters? As an example, there's like a use case, you're a manager of 10 agents that are not aligned with a group, and you just want to look at those 10 agents without having to click the 10 names every time.
This is a very good question. At this moment, we are investigating that. We don't know if that's going to make into GA, but this is something that we would definitely introduce as a follow-up if we cannot deliver it sooner.
But feel free to add use cases like that. This is very helpful. Thank you so much. This is something that helps us establish how we should approach customization. So yeah.
So timelines. I bet that you're interested in timelines. So like when this new thing's actually going to be live. So we are looking at OpenEAP that we plan to deliver by the end of July. And the OpenEAP is going to offer the drilling and filter capabilities and real-time metrics, so real-time KPIs, and some test historical, like recent history visualizations. And we would like to gather the feedback from customers that take part in OpenEAP. And by GA that we plan at the end of Q3, we actually going to have both real-time and historical metrics in those 3 pre-canned dashboards. And what comes next? What comes after GA? So we have a lot of ideas and we have a lot of things on the agenda. So there has been questions about like, can that be customized? Not from the get-go, but we are looking at it. We would like to understand what kind of customizations you are looking for. And we would like to make those dashboards be just like more applicable to your particular use case by like you customizing them. Custom ticket fields is something that has been raised by our customers as well. We know that a lot of customers do use custom fields heavily, and they don't really have a way to report on them and like filter tickets by those custom fields. So this is something that we are looking at introducing. Obviously, more metrics in general, more metrics. We are going to offer like CSAT, SLA, reporting on tax, reporting on skills, and more. So even like we plan to deliver new features, but at the same time, we plan to just deliver more data, because reporting is at the end of the day about the data. That is the most important part. So we are going to continuously invest into adding more information about your contact center. Real-time insights that has been asked before as well here as a question. We would like to, in general, utilize AI into helping you troubleshoot faster. So like we are looking at like utilizing historical and recent history data to track some trends and like allow you to see, okay, so last week, like you didn't have this much traffic, but right now you do. So something is wrong. Like maybe like historically speaking, on Fridays there has been like quiet time, but like this Friday something is weird. You have a spike, and then you're going to get alerted. So we are looking into introducing something like that. WFM integration. I think I've mentioned before that we are trying to have a one-stop shop. So we are going to introduce data from our new acquisitions as well into real-time monitoring. And the first one is going to be WFM. So if there is a customer that is using WFM, they don't have to, like everything that is there in WFM is still going to stay there. But if you don't want to move around and just like go to explore, go to WFM to have the full picture, the data from WFM are going to be seamlessly integrated into the dashboards and just going to add more information, add more insights to the information about your contact center and agent performance. And last but not least, alerting and notifications. I've mentioned that before. There's nothing that could be potentially helping you guys just set up alerting, but like we are looking into that just so you can set up some thresholds, leave your dashboards alone, and if something is going not as it's supposed to, you get a notification. And I wanted to make clear that the list here, it's not the list that we're going to like go from top to bottom when it comes to implementation. We are still figuring out the timeline and also like from where to start basically. So again, like your feedback would be very much appreciated if some of those like propositions for like next features is something that it's of interest to you, and you see like, okay, this is something that I really want, you guys should start from that. Just leave us a comment as well in the Lucidboard. And if there's something that's not here that you feel, oh my God, like this is everything here is waste of space, there is something else that would just make my life easier, again, just feel free to leave this comment in the Lucidboard. And this is it from my presentation. I've talked a lot, but now I think it's time for you guys. If you could share any feedback, we would very much appreciate it.
Yeah, exactly. Before anyone wants to share live, I see there one more question on the Lucid that is not answered. Thank you so much, Aga, for sharing all of that. So will data restrictions from new dashboard will be respected here, or the data restrictions in custom roles?
So what we are going to do is we're going to have permissions, and we're going to introduce group permissions. So the permissions that are right now in Explore, applicable to Explore, they are going to be part of GA. And anything else, like we are not going to support that.
Let us know that you got your answer. And yeah, if there are any more questions, I don't see any more questions on the Lucidboard. I highly encourage you again to add your thoughts on what is the most valuable feature for you, so we know what is crucial for you, and then if any capabilities are missing, that what is missing for you. This is
I see one question in chat, and I think it's valuable.
Oh,
Are
perfect.
there going to be some attributes as in Explore? So we are going to offer. It's going to be pretty much the same as the current real-time reporting in a way that we are not going to allow customers to create their own metrics, but at the same time we are going to offer a lot of different metrics and way to view them. So we hope that the catalog is going to be extensive enough that you actually don't have that much need to create your own custom metrics or custom attributes. But as well, like, leave that in chat. Like, we are not solving for that right now, but obviously if there's a feedback, there's usually some answer to that.
Don't see any new questions, but I see post-its popping in the most valuable section. So thank you so much. We really appreciate that.
It's going to be very, very helpful, and like, we are building this platform from scratch as we go. So like, now's your chance to actually affect real-time implementation when it's very, very fresh. So we are very, very responsive to all the comments and all the feedback, and it's going to influence the implementation. And important note as well, we do have open EAP, I did mention about, and in Lucidboard at the bottom there is a link when you, and actually maybe I will even share my screen to make sure you guys see it. So at the bottom here there is a sign up form for our open EAP. We would love you guys to sign up if you're interested. Important thing to know, we open this EAP to customers that do have omnichannel enabled and are on messaging. So that's important to note. But like, if you are on messaging and you have omnichannel, feel free to join us in this journey. We're going to gather feedback and we're going to build this platform together with you guys. And another thing, if you would be open to sharing even more feedback with us, we do have a survey to fill up, and it's actually about customization. So there has been some question about it. So we would love if you could just take some time. I don't think it's more than 10 minutes, and just leave us some feedback and some information about what actual customizations you are looking for. It would be great and very much appreciated.
Thank you so much, Aga. I see a question from Juliana about access. Yes, please do request access so that you can continue to provide your feedback. I'm going to go ahead and close us out if there's nothing else from our team. I really just can't thank you all enough for your feedback and engagement. We know this was a quick time to share, and you may have additional thoughts. So as the team mentioned, please feel free to access the board. We'll leave it open for a little bit so that you can add some more thoughts. What you can expect next is that we're going to be sending out a recording here. If the team have any follow-ups, they will do that. And also, if you have any follow-ups, please let us know. I think that that's everything that we wanted to say. Again, thank you so much. Thank you to the amazing product team here. Thank you all for your time today. We'll look forward to delivering this to you as it comes out and hearing more of your feedback as we go. Wishing everyone a wonderful rest of the day. Take care.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.